All right, let's get banging, dude. It's the
We're
one day
banging.
to bang it out.
Tuesdays are the best days to bang it out. That's the
Tuesdays are the
days you're
best day.
most productive at work, at least. I just read that today. Tuesdays.
I really?
Yeah. I don't. Definitely
This
not
could be just me,
Mondays.
but I think Tuesday is my least favorite day of the entire week.
It might be your least favorite, but it's sneakily your most productive.
Guy had a seizure.
Yeah, dude. Sorry. I'd be hanging out with people that have speech impediments too much, and it's rubbing off.
You're rubbing off. What a day! It's a good day for it.
You can't see my hands. No, it's the best day for
True.
not rubbing it off. If you're in a relationship, dude, you guys can't see what I'm doing.
You just start sweating profusely.
Yeah.
Well, happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, happy Valentine's Day. I've seen a lot of like positive affirmations for people that aren't in relationships. Remember, it's Valentine's Day is not just about your couple; it's about love to everybody you know, and this is all coming from single people.
Oh yeah, I mean, we
Yeah,
saw Tom Brady's divorced ass. He put up a story, and it was like
yeah,
some pretty sad quote.
yeah. It
And I
was
was
it
like,
was an emotional quote, and it was
yeah,
like, man, uh, and they posted his kids, and it's like you. It's good to send love to your kids, and everybody's got to have love in this world now, or blah 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 with
yeah. He's
social
almost
medias
50.
and shit. And
Yeah,
although
yeah,
he's thirst trapping now with his undie pics,
yeah. He is.
but yeah. So I know, obviously, who knows? Maybe our Taiwan listener is in a couple. Maybe they're single.
I
We
hope
have a
he's so
bunch of.
single.
There's some people in Germany too.
Yep, we have some good numbers. Dude, is it Valentine's Day all across the world?
Honestly, I'm not even sure what the root of Valentine's Day is. Isn't it Saint Valentine?
I don't know. I just
I
hope that guy in Taiwan, our Germany listener, I believe we have one more in Central America. I just hope they're absolutely laying fucking pipe right now.
Yeah. Whether they're
Or getting pipe laid to them if they're a woman.
yeah.
Or a
Well,
man. I don't judge.
yeah, yeah. You'll walk it back a little bit. No, for sure. So I mean, that kind of both of us are in long-term relationship. I are these yeah, they're relationships. I don't know
Yeah.
why.
No, I mean, the marriage is still a relationship.
Yeah, technically, even though I hate my wife. I'm just kidding.
There's a thing for that.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So we both have had the single life Valentines, but it's been a long while for me, a little less long for you.
Yep.
We can we can both kind of share the positives of being in a relationship, positives and negatives of both being in a relationship and being in a couple during.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me jump in there as the old fresh fish out of the sea. So
Float
this
like
is
a
gonna be what
fish.
this is gonna be my third Valentine's Day with my significant other.
Is it
Um,
well? It was Jazz? Did you have? Because I know you didn't really have any like serious relationships in college. Was Jazz your like first like real?
yeah, if we want
No.
to expose me like that, yeah, I'm a one girlfriend to fiance type of ordeal
Yeah,
in this
but
squeal.
hey, I'm not calling you out.
Hey,
You
the day
just
she
you
licked my
just
toes and
knew.
made me squeal like a pig, I knew
Made them curl. Ooh.
I'd be shivering. But that could be a bad thing.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I just looking back on my old days, I think there's a couple reasons to be good to be sorry. So I just thought about something hilarious, and that'll have to stay on the pod. But you go, you go.
So we got a case of the giggles because we can't cut this.
No,
So
I'm sorry. Ever since I joked about Jazz licking my toes, I just can't get the thought of her just sucking my toes out of my head. And
the,
it hasn't happened. But
that's
like,
the
if it did, I'm just really, really picturing it right now.
So, like, I definitely don't kink shame anything. It's like you try whatever you want. That just reminds me of the 40-year-old virgin when he's like trying all this shit, and that girl goes down to
Exactly.
suck his toe, and he just boots her right in the
Just
face.
kicked her in the face.
Yeah.
Except in this vivid whatever's going on in my head, she's sucking, and there's nothing else happening.
You got a huge toe too.
Yeah. So I
We're
am
talking about the
so
big one.
sorry for just laughing uncontrollably.
Yeah, dude.
What I
I
was
think
gonna
people
say
can
though,
relate.
now yeah, I mean there are. What I was gonna say is there are reasons to be happy or that to be
In
single on
general.
Valentine's Day. Barely, but I mean the first is no obligation, no expectations. I
Yeah,
mean, and I think in our both of our relationships there probably isn't many expectations at this point, but it does help to know that there's quite literally nothing because you're alone and you have no one. Um,
when you're
makes the
single.
day go by. Yeah, makes the day go
Oh
by
yeah,
a lot easier.
dude. I'll tell you what. So there's the no expectations. However, when I was I you were single in college when I was single in college, so I don't know
I was single all college.
where all my friends were. And even when I wasn't single in college, Sarah still went to another school, so there were times that like people would be doing shit, and I would just be sitting by myself, and I'd be like, dude, I have like four friends that are in relationships and nobody else, so I'm just sitting here by myself. What's going on?
Yeah,
So like you said, there's the part of being alone, or unless you're in a long distance relationship like I was. But I would say pretty much it's just no expectations, right? Like
yeah.
that's for being
And then
single.
I would say the next part is you don't have to worry about any scary sex things.
True.
One minute you're getting them a glass of water at night, and the next they want to do the Mr. Krabs to you.
Yeah. Well, it's
Do you know what that is?
I was gonna pretend like I did.
Okay, so you put your finger in their ass.
Oh
You put the
yes.
you put the thumb, and then you try and make them touch.
Yeah, that thin wall, but
Yep. Are you
yeah.
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Nom, nom, nom. Yeah, I got you.
I am
um,
gross today.
huh?
Take the mic away. I am gross.
Yeah, you're a freak. In between your giggle fits, you're a freak today.
I'm super
So
freaky.
yeah, and then the other negative, especially in college, but after that too, is depending on who you're with, the expectations might come with spending some money.
Yep. Yep.
Now, flip side to that though, when you're in a relationship and like Sarah and I don't have huge expectations. However, it's nice that you're on the same page, and we did a little bit for each other. So spending the money is not bad, especially when I think you mentioned it earlier when it comes to food.
Yeah. I mean, food is just it's the best part of Valentine's Day. I mean, it's an excuse to go out and get a nice meal. It doesn't even have to be a super fancy place,
Mm-mm.
but anywhere you're just getting a nice meal together, a couple drinks. I mean, I'm a
Yeah.
foodie, so all
Yeah.
about that.
Oh yeah.
I'd say, I mean, that's a great reason to be in a relationship on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Um,
Italian food's my thing. I love Italian food on
ooh,
Valentine's Day. I mean, I love it all
unreal.
the time, but oh boy.
That Italian food's heavy. It might ruin the caboodling that we're not doing anyway after.
Yeah, I was about to say the
Um,
caboodling or non-caboodling.
yeah. Um, but I will say, at the end of the night, it's nice to get a little cuddle. I know. I like being. I mean, I might be 7'4", but I like being the little spoon. So whenever I wake up and she's like, "Can I hold you for a second?" I'm like, "Yes, you can." My little
I,
5'2" girlfriend or
yeah.
fiance.
Well, I'll tell you what. Our weird could not be any more different because
I know.
when Sarah cuddles me, she's probably about half an inch to an inch taller than me. Um, she makes me feel like I'm being smothered in the best possible way.
Do you feel safe?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it feels like I have a
yeah,
big
that
feels
was
like I have a
crazy. That
big
was a real, like,
strong man.
oh, are you? Oh, okay.
Well, no one's a big strong woman.
You
I
mean you
guess
really?
man's not any worse.
Yeah, there's
Hold on,
no
let
better.
me get this shovel and get out of this hole. Sarah, don't listen to this.
Yeah, don't ever listen to this. No one listens to these anyway.
Yeah. Um.
Um,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I mean,
V Day's cool, and
it's cool. It's a minor holiday either way.
so we're gonna keep this little mini episode short and sweet, little V-Day time, and
Yep.
we're gonna be drafting. We're always drafting.
We're always drafting, and today we gotta get fitted with the culture of the Valentine, Saint Valentine, Christopher Valentine. I don't know if that's your name. Respect. We're gonna be drafting rom-coms.
Yep. And you know what? If you honestly dislike rom-coms, that's fine. But I feel like there's a lot of people a lot of guys that probably don't want to admit that they like rom-coms. They're amazing.
Yeah,
Rom-coms are awesome.
Rom-coms are for everybody. I mean, you can get the little more romantic side. You can get the more comedic side. Little mix of in between. I think it's going to be a good list today, Drake.
I do too. I'm curious to see where your head is on this. I think because there's so many good rom-coms, it just depends on what you're into for a rom-com.
100%. Yep.
Now, I think a big question here is, I'm up 3-0 right now.
Yeah,
do I just give you the number one pick? Do we see if it matters? I'm cool with it.
I kind of want to earn it.
I think you're going to earn it either way because there are so many rom-coms that I don't think there's a slam dunk number one draft.
All right. I'll be the fucking Houston Rockets, and I'll take the number one overall pick over here with my shit-ass team. All right. Yeah. See, this is almost why I wanted you to go first, because it really can just go in any direction. But if I'm just going to go personal, my number one all-time favorite romantic comedy movie is Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Fuck! I knew I should have went first.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best movies ever. Period.
I'll tell you what. I knew that was one that was going to be on both of our lists. However, I thought I was going to be able to get that one like second or third round.
Yeah, not a chance.
That's not even just rom-coms. That's like my comfort movie. Now, in this draft, I don't know if I was going to pick that number one because there's a ton of other ones. But like that's like my personal. I'm watching that movie if I don't know what else to put on sometimes.
Yeah, 100%.
It's fucking fantastic. So
it really is.
All right. Well, you're off to a pretty solid start. Forgetting Sarah Marshall. Okay. So again, there are a shit ton of rom-coms. I'm going to go with a classic. And I think we're both on the same page as far as the era. I think we kind of went from about 2000s to now. Because there's some other shit like, Pretty in Pink or You Got Mail, some stuff like that. But I didn't really watch those. And I know they're classics.
Exactly. Yep.
So my number one pick is going to be How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. It's a classic one. And, Matthew McConaughey for a while was like the king of those.
Yeah, that's a great pick. Okay. My number two pick and the third overall pick.
There's so many, man.
I'm going to go with one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to keep it about me. I'm going to go with the Proposal.
Yep.
Incredible movie. Ryan Reynolds and Sandra Bullock killed their roles. Hilarious.
That was actually one that I had on my list later than I thought. Just like by not remembering. Like I had to like look a couple things up, and I was like, I can't believe I didn't put that down earlier.
Yeah.
So that's definitely a hot one. Okay, so pick 4 overall. My second pick, this is another classic. I would say this one is potentially even a bit more girly, and I'm still gonna go with it. This could be for the masses out there. Is 13 Going on 30?
Okay, I didn't have that on my list at all. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, could have got that bitch in the 5th round, huh?
Could have got it at whenever you wanted it. That kind of sounded hot. All right.
See, because now that just goes to show it literally depends on where you are or what you've even seen before. So
100%.
Might have a pretty diverse list.
Yeah. I'm I have a couple I want to take at this third three spot.
You can only take one.
I know. I've been informed. Um, yeah, I'll go with it. It feels safe. I'm gonna take 51st Dates.
That's a classic.
Yeah.
See, now I would say that's one of Adam Sandler's few that you can actually say is a rom-com, because
Yeah,
there was
like
there was a
rom-com.
decent amount of movies out there, whether it's Adam Sandler or even like Jim Carrey or some other shit like that, that like teeter the line, but they're more comedies rather than like
Yeah, like Billy
romantic.
Madison isn't a rom-com just because he
Yeah,
falls in
well,
love
so
with
like
the girl at
even
the end.
Knocked Up was on a couple lists that I saw, and I was like, that's a really funny movie, and there's so many jokes that like even when Seth Rogen is trying to be like lovey-dovey in that movie, he's still just being
He's
his
still fucking
specific.
Seth Rogen.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
exactly. So that was like a couple, but 51st Dates, I actually didn't actually even have that one on my list, and I think it's because I kind of like tuned out some Adam Sandler.
yeah, you have to. Most people do.
So that was your that was your third, right?
Yeah, and I think I know what you're gonna pick here.
I doubt it.
Maybe not then.
Yeah. Um, I don't know that necessarily if we're on the same page on these, which is going to be really good for the draft,
Very good.
or I mean for the poll. So a bunch on here for my what is this? My third pick. I'm gonna go with Crazy Stupid Love.
That's a good pick.
What did you think I was gonna pick?
My next pick.
Yeah.
But I feel like we are kind of on a different pathway because I know you're not going to take my last pick if I go with what I think I'm going with. I know you.
Okay.
But yeah, my number 4, I'm gonna do. I got Wedding Crashers.
See, that was one that was so close to me that I wasn't sure if that
Is that too funny?
That's up to you. I definitely think so. It's going to go one of two ways. It's either going to get a lot of votes because it's a great movie, or people are going to be like, "That's not a rom com." So I don't know. So that's up to you. You can retract it if you want.
No, I don't retract. I only eject. I'm taking that out. I mean, I'm keeping it in.
Okay, I was like, all right.
Tell me what you want.
All right. So what was that? Your fourth?
Yep.
Okay, for your fourth, I think I'm gonna go with a classic here. It's a little older. I'm not even necessarily sure that I love this movie, and honestly, you fucked me up. Like I like this movie, I don't love it. You fucked me up though because Proposal was one that I planned on getting later because I didn't think you were gonna have that. I knew you were gonna have to Sarah Marshall, so I planned on not getting that if possible, or if it happened. Damn shitty ass. So with my fourth one, dude, I don't know if I should go with that one. It's kind of too serious.
I have you absolutely fucking rattled right now.
Don't fall apart, Drake. I know you got
in your ears.
Well, the thing is, because if I had a fourth pick right off the bat, like the Proposal right now, I'd be like, all right, I can fuck around with my fifth pick. But these last two picks are way too important to fuck around.
Pivotal. Sorry.
What I'm going to do with my fourth pick, what is this, the 8th overall?
Yep.
Good math, Drake. I am going to go with, let me tell you what I'm going to go with. I'm going to tell you what I'm going with right now. I'll tell you. It is, I'm going to go with What Happens in Vegas with Ashton Kutcher.
Okay. Took you a long time to get that out.
Yeah. Told you I've been hanging out at speech impediment kids too much.
Fair enough.
I was actually trying to get it out that whole time.
Cool. My number 5, I'm gonna go. It's a newer movie. It's just one of my favorites. I really liked it. I'm going with Crazy Rich Asians.
Yep, that was
Great
the other
movie.
one I was going with, and I was almost positive you weren't going to pick it.
I love that movie, and
you just said you were almost positive I wasn't going to pick it.
True.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild. I I love movies with expensive things. It's fun to see rich people just do
Yeah.
stuff. So as apart from it being a rom-com, it's got like the bright lights and then just so many cool things. Just a bunch of rich people.
Yeah. Bunch of
And it's
rich
just a great movie.
assholes,
Yeah,
because the
assholes.
girl comes from a, I don't want to. She's not poor or anything. She's in
No,
college and
she's
shit,
just
but
not rich at
she's just
all.
not rich. Yeah.
Yeah,
So crazy rich, mostly crazy
fantastic
rich
movie.
Asians. Okay, so
Oh, I love my list.
that was a good that was a good 5. Um, so now this gets real serious. It wasn't serious the whole time before.
45 seconds.
No, I'm gonna jay it off here quick,
That's
and
what I do by accident.
yeah, I'm gonna do it really quick, really quick. So I could go funny, or I could go classic. You pick funny or classic.
Classic.
No. Dude, I'm really struggling with having the second pick. Like
I
I'm
know everyone can tell.
legitimately rattled. So with my last pick, I'm gonna go with 10 Things I Hate About You.
All right, there you go. 10 things. I'll tell you 8 of
10
them right
things.
now.
So the one the other classic one I was gonna go with was Sweet Home Alabama, and I was like, I'm not sure I really even like that movie.
I had some other ones on the list, but I had knocked up on there. I had 40-Year-Old Virgin, Weddings, The Wedding Singer, Good Luck Chuck, and Couples Retreat.
I think Wedding Singer definitely could have gotten on there. There's just some that I think are way too funny and not
Yeah,
actually like like there's a happy ending too, but like the Wedding Singer has, it's not like a crazy amount of like funny. It's like a lot of subtle stuff too,
yeah,
and to
exactly.
where like some of them, like Sarah just texted me. She said just go with it. That was
I
super.
had that on my list
That
too.
was super borderline as
It's
well, and I
it's
love that movie.
it's dude, it's such a good movie. I thought
Yeah.
I had it super high on my list, and then I took it off because I was like, it might just be a little bit too funny, but like it does have a pretty good storyline. I love that's talk about comfort movie. That's a comfort movie.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Um, God, what's that little fucking girl? Kiki
Kiki
Diki.
D,
Yeah.
Kiki D with a side of freaky.
No.
Die.
Die. Yeah. Can I speak with an accent? Can I hear it? Hello. No.
No, great
Yeah.
movie.
Just
Yeah, that just
next we should do next time we do a movie list some comedies,
yeah,
and you'll probably get a repeat or two from this one.
no repeats.
One repeat.
I will frick my dick on your lips.
Frick it, dude. This episode is not brought to you by frickin' dicks.
No, it's actually brought to you by Chick-fil-A. They agreed to sponsor us.
Yeah, shout out Chick-fil-A.
Shout out
Hey,
Chick-fil-A.
bring out the dancing lobsters.
Always down to
I
dance.
just got lobstered,
Yeah, we did.
Mr. Crab. My bad. Well, there was that was Valentine's Day draft through the thin wall.
Yep. We had 20 minutes of content and 3.5 minutes of me laughing.
And 3.5 minutes of me thinking
Yeah,
out loud.
Yeah, between me laughing and you thinking, we wasted a good 6 minutes of the episode, no doubt.
Yeah, I thought I was going to be able to hold it together, and I'm not gonna lie, I really like my list too, but I had to put thought into it because I wasn't prepared for you to take Forgetting Sarah Marshall number 1 or 2.
You should have known me better, because that's butter.
It is butter. See,
Well,
and you know what? Whatever.
that's
We're
how
gonna
the
put it to
cookie
the
crumbles.
polls.
That's how the bean gets flicked. That's how my licky gets licked.
Hey, quick trick. Now we're gonna put it to the polls. It's currently 3-0. I have a good feeling I'm gonna go 4-0.
I have a good feeling you will not.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope
Yeah,
if you're lonely, you're doing okay. And I hope if
happy,
you're with someone, I hope you're also doing okay, because sometimes that shit's annoying too.
Yeah, for shizzle. ELE. Everybody love everybody.
ELE.
And on
Everybody
that
loves
note,
everyone.
If it's
and
not
sniffing bugs.
Valentine's Day across the globe, I still think you'll enjoy this episode. And you possibly haven't seen any of these movies, so watch them.
Watch them. Bean flicker.
Watch them. Peace.
Love
Love
you.
you.